everyone, and welcome to another 12 Days of Christmas with Lime Pixel 2018. Lime Pixel is a locally based website company creating websites for business, community groups and charities, and I'm absolutely thrilled and delighted to have Bob back. So Bob was one of the highlights of 12 Days of Christmas 2017, where we were standing in front of a very windy Worthing pier.
It was very windy.
Blowing a gale, and you were in your
Town crier. I had the bell, yeah.
You had the bell, you had the fans wanting photographs as well after the video.
It was a bit groupy, wasn't it?
It was, I felt like a groupie. I felt, oh, stand back and you're in the limelight, which is fantastic. But you're now back in your Toastmaster role.
Indeed.
So do say to everyone watching, you know, what you do.
Yeah, thank you very much, Stacey. It's great to be invited back to do the Lime Pixel 12 Days of Christmas. But yeah, obviously many people will recognise that I am Worthing's town crier. But actually a few years ago I was asked by the Mayor of Worthing, Councillor Sean McDonald, who was the Mayor a few years ago, if I'd be a Toastmaster for his event. And I said, I haven't got red tails, or I haven't sort of thought of doing anything like that. And I sort of went online, got myself the red tails, as you can see. And I was Toastmaster for his mayoral ball, for his dinner, and I've done the 2 subsequent mayors since, and it's just a lovely role. We're obviously here at the Ardington Hotel today. I did a 100th birthday a year ago for a friend of mine whose mum was 100 years old, and we had a wonderful celebration to have family from all over the world here, just keeping order, which is obviously what the role of Toastmaster is about. Various roles, whether it be weddings, charities, Guild Care, which is a charity very close to my heart, as they looked after my mum for a number of years. They have an annual awards ceremony every year, and obviously I host the awards for Guild Care. So I'm kind of available for keeping the law and order, as it were, for any sort of event across the town, across the area. I'll go pretty much anywhere, to be honest.
Excellent, fantastic. And you're really well known in Worthing from your role as mayor, first of all, back in what, 2015?
Hashtag call mayor.
Call mayor, yeah.
The first mayor with a hashtag.
Yeah, that's it, because you really embrace the whole social media thing, which is what we're doing today. It's kind of getting out there on social media and promoting businesses in the local area. And that's the thing with you, you really champion everything about Worthing, don't you? All the good stuff that happens when you're out there. And most people will know what you do.
Absolutely, and it's absolutely privileged, Stacey, to be, to be town crier for this amazing town of Worthing. There is just so much going on. Obviously we just had Small Business Saturday for the first Saturday of December every year, and it's an opportunity just to showcase what amazing small businesses we've got that are actually the lifeblood of our community. Obviously the large businesses have their place, and obviously we've got a number of large businesses in the town now doing really well that started off as small businesses. I think of course of the ETI, yet again won another Queen's Award. The absolutely fantastic businesses and community groups and charities doing amazing work in the town we call Worthing, which I'm incredibly proud and privileged to be town crier of.
And we do need to mention as well, because we've been involved this year, haven't we, with Worthing Mental Health Awareness Week. So, I know that's something really close to your heart, and I'm absolutely delighted to be asked to be involved with that and help with the website and everything. So, that was a great success.
Absolutely. We're obviously really grateful to have you and Lime Pixel involved with Mental Health Awareness Week, really close to our heart. We were very lucky for the first 5 years to have a website arrangement. Clearly, you'll know that websites, they're never finished.
No.
And one of the things that was really apparent, that our website was coming very stale, and it just didn't represent what we did as a Mental Health Awareness Week. And obviously Caroline approached you, and we've now got a really brilliant, thanks to Lime Pixel, an amazing website to promote Worthing Mental Health Awareness Week. Which obviously will be next October 2019. So and it comes around very quickly. We've already started planning. We've already got people wanting to be involved. We have more organisations than ever involved this year. Partly as a result of the website, of course. Where we're reaching a lot more people, both on social media, but obviously people are able to link through to a really good website with some really amazing pictures and all the links to the organisations and what we're all about.
Excellent. What's been your highlight, Bob, of 2018?
Oh, the highlight for 2018, there has been so many. There have been absolutely so many, but one of the lovely ones I was asked to do as Master of Ceremonies was a grand ball in Brighton for a family who lost their daughter to a brain tumour at 3 years old. Really heartbreaking story. and that was a few years ago, a family from Shoreham, and they have a grand ball every year, and they've raised nearly £20,000 for brain tumour research. Because obviously having children and losing children must be awful. But then to lose a 3-year-old to a brain tumour, and then the medical professionals not be able to tell you why. It must be absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And so it was a really emotional day, but it was just wonderful.
Yeah.
And we raised thousands at the auction only this last weekend. Another couple of auctions.
Yeah.
Played a part of Father Christmas from Macmillan Cancer the other day. So, obviously the Guildcare Awards, obviously very close to my heart. I lost my mum earlier this year, so it's the 3rd awards I've done, but actually just to give something back after all they've done for my mum for the 5 years she was there, that was really special.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a number of absolute highlights. Obviously the Mayor's Ball, which is always great, to see the different mayors every year, and obviously to be there, at the start of their year to promote their charities for the year. So yeah, a number of highlights, and obviously available for any corporate charity, weddings, done a number of wedding fairs. Just keeping order at people's events, really.
So how can people get in touch with you if they want to
Absolutely.
Toastmaster?
Obviously, many people know that I'm Worthing Town Crier, so the easiest way is through my website, worthingtowncrier.co.uk. There's a link to a booking form on there. My phone number's there. Obviously, follow me on Twitter at Cool Toastmaster or at Cool Town Crier. Obviously on social media, the Facebook page, Bob Smitherman, Worthing Toastmaster, and do get in touch. Instagram as well, at B Smitherman. There's absolutely no excuse to not get in touch. I think I can add something just really special to your event. And obviously raise lots of money through an auction or for a raffle. I'm just waiting for the call up for Flog It, really, so after the weekend. So it's just a great opportunity just to raise money for some really good causes.
Excellent, thank you. I'm really delighted that you've joined us again for the 2nd year of 12 Days of Christmas with Lime Pixel. Hope to see you next year, Bob.
Absolutely. See you back next year. It's an absolute privilege.
Thank you very much.
Bye for now.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.